Cat's Eye is doing everything perfectly. These are exactly the songs you would hear during a concert. That's where it all starts. BTS working hard, making money through their fame, and boom, you have hype. And then you have Cat's Eye. Then we're gonna talk about in a minute if this is actually K-pop. Hello guys, Juneri, I'm an artist, developer, and producer, and today I'm going to watch Cat's Eye's 3 music videos called I'm Pretty, My Way, and Tonight I Might.
Heartbreak, move on, new face, new song. I'll meet someone, then back to square one. Yeah, I'm pretty, pretty sure I'm not done healing. I'm not afraid to cover up, put on a front, put on a face and show it off. Yeah, make myself pretty sure I'm not done healing. Wake up, mama's mad cause I stayed up, sneaking out trying to meet with someone I shouldn't see, picking up at what's wrong with me. Oh, never wanna do what I'm told, even if I mess it all up and make a million mistakes. At least I can say that I did it my way. Gas pedal like 95 flying eastbound, hands up, no slowing me down. Never wanna do what I'm told, even if I mess it all up and make a million mistakes. Did it my way, did it my way, I did it my way, yeah, I did it my way. There's 100 reasons why I show up late and then I don't talk. I'm such an overthinker, loner, the one who misses all the jokes. I'm not the number, calling at 4 o'clock in the morning, but tonight I might, do stupid shit, pretend these people, they are my friends that sing too loud and get complicated. But it's kind of fun to be somebody different on the same day. I'm not the perfect example of someone ready to handle the kind of party required to go and fully inspired by. Tonight I might, tonight I might. Tonight I might, tonight I might.
Yeah, I'm gonna clap too. Because Cat's Eye is doing everything perfectly. They do exactly what they need to do. I'm really happy they're doing what they're doing in these ways. They already gave us 2 main title tracks that we really enjoyed. Debut was fantastic, the chorus, the hook, and then you got Touch, also really nice song with choreography and viral potential. And then in their latest EP they included 3 songs which are the side listens, the beat tracks, but these songs, they were made to have great concert performance potential. These are exactly the songs you would hear during a concert. These songs that the people can connect with the artists, of course, and interpreted in many ways in their head. Cat's Eye already have 5 songs right now, and they can go out there and do a little mini concert. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that really soon if they haven't done it already. That's how you create discography. That's how you create legendary status or start creating. Of course, you're not there yet, but they already got these 5 amazing songs they can perform, including these 3 that really their audience can connect with. And you will find me often complain with many K-pop artists, and we're gonna talk about in a minute if this is actually K-pop. So you're gonna find me often complaining about many K-pop artists that they create this kind of songs that nobody can relate to. It's just some rap so offline. I'm like fed up with that, and I really like that Cat's Eye is not doing this. They're not talking about themselves that much. They're talking about experiences, especially in these 3 songs, that their audience could have so they can connect with it. And that's the way you do it, not by creating creating continuous stream of show-off songs that nobody can care or connect to. And I don't want to say names. This is the kind of music that the audience can connect. This is done very right also because they're using these 3 extra songs from their album, their mini album. If it's just hidden back there, only a few people are gonna get to listen to them. But in this way, by creating these smartly budgeted little music videos with the lyrics especially, so people can actually learn the lyrics. You see, everything is about the concert and performance. They're preparing their audience to learn the song, to really love the song and get associated with the songs, and the girls, of course, so they can go out there and perform them. And that's why they're created this way. And each of the little music videos has its concepts. The first one is in a karaoke room. It's like they're telling you go to karaoke and sing this song. And this one is outdoors, simple kind of setting, which you can find very easily in the States, of course, in LA somewhere probably. They just put a car in there in the back, and I think there's some shots in the beach at the end here. Then the last one is in a studio, in a room. They just put a sofa and a plant, and the girls doing the rest. And budget-wise, this costs really little money. Even in the States, we're talking about a few thousands of dollars, which is nothing. Just to maintain these girls, keep them fed, and the people in the production, it costs tens of thousands of dollars. So by creating this content for a few $1,000s here and here and here, and giving all this extra content to your audience that can associate with the girls, utilizing these extra 3 songs that, after all, you had to produce them, means you had to buy the song, write the lyrics, make the girls record all this, produce it to this level. Now it's up here. Everybody can listen to it and appreciate it while watching the actual artist singing it, which is super great. Many years ago, back in 2014, when I started producing my own artists, I started making some plans about a global K-pop group. And within that plans, one of the directive was exactly this, that every song in the album should actually have a little music video, even if it's the silliest, simplest music video. Just put the girls there, do their thing, and show the song to the world, make the world listen to the song. And that's why I'm really happy to see Cat's Eye doing this as well, because in order for me to think about it 10 years ago means that I find this way right. It's also confirmation to my own thoughts. Of course, it's very different when HYBE is doing it. They have the money to do it. They didn't have the money to do it back then. K-pop changed a lot anyways, but here is Cat's Eye doing exactly those things, and I'm really happy about them. The girls look absolutely fantastic in each of the clips. There is absolutely no complaint, and it's really nice. They're this talented that you just throw them in there and they're just doing it. The songs are very well written for the purposes I mentioned. They have this nice lyrical connection. It's simple, but it has a little depth at the same time, which is usually how successful songs are like. It's not like these 3 songs are gonna become these super mainstream big hits. They're not title songs, but they have a lot of potential. They're all smartly written, the lyrics and everything. Now, to the question, is this K-pop? Again, I would kind of say similar things that I said before, although this production is heavily affected by the American side because there is a collaboration between HYBE and the American label. And obviously, as you can see from the final product, it does have a lot of elements from American pop. At the same time, it's HYBE that is putting all this money and taking a lot of these decisions. It's not like the American company can just start doing stuff with whatever they want and HYBE saying, okay. They also go through the product. Maybe they're giving a lot of ideas. Maybe they have their members, their team there, and they're working together for this product here, not just for the marketing side, also for the production side, and of course giving money. Of course, you got one Korean member here, one from Philippines, and the other members from around the world, and all the songs are in English, and you can find a very characteristic Western pop style, but I still put this in the category of K-pop under global K-pop. This is also how I kind of imagine global K-pop would be like, how it sound like, because you might think, okay, this is just Western pop. It's not just Western pop. It has a lot of elements from K-pop, which K-pop got them from this kind of Western pop. It brought it into K-pop, and then now it's back. It's a blender of concepts and ideas and presentation. I still heavily see elements of K-pop into Cat's Eye. If this is Western pop, show me another Western pop group that is like this. Does it exist? It doesn't. The connection between the members naturally would feel a bit like Western pop because many of the girls are Western. One very prominent example would be Spice Girls, for example. Stone, right? They have this kind of vibe of the Spice Girls. Point is that K-pop has taken a lot of elements from Spice Girls, blended them, and they outputted K-pop as we know it. And now it's back here into something that looks and feels like Spice Girls. And it's a very interesting blend anyways. That's what I'm trying to say. So it is similar to that kind of Western pop that doesn't exactly exist these days. Maybe 20, 25 years ago it was there, but it's modern and it's softer. It has the softness of K-pop. It has this kind of choreography. You can see a mix here. Of course, there is a lot of Western choreography, but also you can see the K-popness into it. So I still think this stands somewhere in the middle. It stands both as international pop, and I would also call it a subcategory of K-pop called global K-pop, since it has very strong connections with Korea through HYBE, of course. So in other case, I think KATSEYE is doing everything right. I have seen zero mistakes in all these 5 videos I've seen, and their extra content too. All the content they put out in social media as well. Zero mistakes there. I'm very, very happy to follow this group and see what they would come up with, because as I said, I thought so deeply about these kind of things, even starting to have some first auditions. I don't want to say specifically, but some incredible girls anyways that unfortunately I couldn't get to work with. So I kind of see my dream come true, and that's how it is. It doesn't matter what ideas you have. It matters if you have the knowledge, expertise, and the money to implement them. It's very smart how they're using the budget, by the way. They're not trying to capture the world by extremely expensive music videos. They already have the talent, they put the girls there, and they're very conservative with their budget, and that's nice because they're going into this for the long term. That's what I can see. And they're using their skill set, they're using their visuals, they're using really good songwriting to get out there instead of just some kind of impressive music video, and it works really well. And that's one of the main differences between the markets, right? The Korean market that needs this impressive stuff. And of course, KATSEYE is marketed in Korea as well because of this association. Koreans feel KATSEYE, sure, they're Western, but it's our child. That's how they feel. It's all because of BTS. That's where it all starts. BTS working hard, making money through their fame, and boom, you have HYBE. And then you have KATSEYE. It all starts there. So it's very hard for me to diminish the connection of this group with Korea and K-pop in general. I start getting more and more familiar with the girls. I started loving all of them. Have my bias, of course, maybe too biased, but I start getting really familiar and liking all the girls because each of them are doing exceptional job at their own roles. I cannot see even one flaw. Who's gonna dislike this and why? Probably some trolls. They're always there. I think one of the main components that makes this group very likable is that they're not trying to copy K-pop. This was also my prime directive when making a global K-pop group. Don't try to copy K-pop. Make it unique. Make it initially for the international market, not a K-pop product for the international market, because the K-pop product for the international market is K-pop. So try to make it unique. And this is exactly it. This is perfect. So great job, KATSEYE, their production, and whoever takes the decisions, the art team, and everybody involved. This is exceptional job, and keep making extremely nice products. You're always invited in Europe. Plenty of nice spaces and places and infrastructure to support great concepts. So see you very soon, KATSEYE, with your next release. I can't wait.